Fuck, it's dark in here. Here I am trying to do a video, ready to pour my retarded heart and soul out, and I fuck up because I can't get lighting on here. All right, there, that's a little bit better. Ignore the scary clown behind me. Sorry, I got it from a friend. So, something really interesting happened tonight. I wanted to talk about. That is fucking creepy. I think it's gonna kill me eventually. I really do. But okay, that's better. Something happened that was very interesting, and let me know how fucking stupid I was. So tonight started interestingly enough. Like I went to go join somebody else's stream in the comments, and I start fighting, and of course I gotta pick a fucking fight with this guy named Jase, who I've been so fucking horrible to. He's the Australian guy. I've said bad things, he's boring and all this other shit. And listen, nobody can be as interesting as me, so it's no, I'm just totally kidding right now. And I really laid in on him, and I really believed I was doing it because I was protecting someone. I really believed I was doing it being a friend. And I can't believe how fucking wrong I was. I just can't. I was so blinded by anger towards one person who I'm still not happy with, but now I'm going to even let that go because I just can't deal with this anymore. And I put this guy in guilt by association. He had to have done it. He had to have been flagging me. The truth of it is, I in my heart now believe he never did. I believe I totally lost my shit. Everybody did on the stream tonight. It was on, by the way, if you want to see it, it's fucking, it's cringeworthy. I will never watch it again because I'm horrified how I acted. But it was Channel Dawnstar's latest live stream. So if you, I don't know what minute mark it is, but woo, shit jumped off. I start fighting with Jase in the comments, like being a real dick. I wasn't even a normal fight. I was just like, why is he here? And he's like, listen, he's like, oh, look who's always running. And so I'm like, hey, how dare you come at me the way I come at everybody else? My voice is strained from yelling, by the way. I yelled on the stream like a fucking lunatic. So we're fighting. He's like, well, let's have it out once and for all. I'm like, yeah, we'll have it out. And then this guy, John Steele, comes on. I think he came on video comments at first or whatever. And he's raring to go and protecting his friends. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So I get on there and it's me and him are fighting. And then I'm thinking while me and him are yelling and screaming at each other, I'm like, why am I fighting with this guy? I've never had a problem with him. I made a video where I was giving him props for actually having some wise advice. So me and him are going at it. And then at one point, this guy named CP, his channel, I believe, is Will I Like It Reviews. He's a comedian and he also reviews movies. And he said something innocuous and whatever, trying to like figure out what's going on. I'm like, well, you've got nothing to do with it. He's like, you shut up. And he didn't say shut up, but I was just being a total fucking dick. It felt like I really felt like I was fighting like 5 or 6 people at once. Like, I'm like, you shut up and fuck you. And who said that? I'm sure I even snapped at Roger. I feel fucking terrible. I think I snapped at pretty much everybody like an asshole because I was just swinging blind at that point. But a guy who I'd had a big problem with, actually 2 guys I'd had not a big problem with, but Jase, who I'd been horrible to, and this guy named Culture Trini, who I had an issue and a valid issue with, and he had a valid issue with me. We all were just sitting there fighting, but we all got it out tonight. And it felt good to do it. And I know I've got no joke here. This is like too Oprah even for me, but I couldn't believe how fucking... And I'm not saying that someone led me astray. I don't think they meant to. I think they took certain things very literally that maybe there was more room for interpretation or even the inflection that it was, not all of it was a misunderstanding, but it got so ridiculous so fast. And I sat there thinking, I was just watching a bunch of women having this drama on their own channels with over Corey Feldman and shit like that. And they're threatening to dox each other and do horrible shit. And while I never did threaten that, I have to sit there and own what I did. And this sucks to do. But I did encourage people to go to one guy's site. And, I knew they'd say nasty things. I knew it. I knew they would. I didn't want them to ever physically threaten him or say where he lived or anything like that. And, I never would do that. But Culture Trini, I have to apologize to him. I have to do it again and say, you know what? Me and you, originally, we did not get along. It got out of hand for us. Me and him, and we might not ever be best friends. We might be 2 different people. But I didn't have a right to then say, well, you guys should go do this. Or it was just, everything was so fucking fucked up tonight. But it resolved itself. I believe it did. And it feels good. Like I didn't know, like, resolving shit could feel this good. Like it's kind of like a drug now. I want to go resolve issues. I want to go have an issue with somebody so I can resolve it and kind of just quell everything now. Um, but I think after all the anger came out, almost I was just sitting there feeling stupid. Like when I was listening to what it was all about in my head, and I've got all these grown men, we're all sitting there talking and yelling and picking sides and doing this. I'm like, people are starving in the world, and I'm participating in this. We're all doing this. This is dumb. Let's just fucking drop it. This is stupid. And I now believe that there's only one person, and I'm not going to say their name anymore because I'm not going to do that now. Celebrities are still fair game. But this person, I think, is dealing with a mental illness. I think they have something really wrong with them, and I'm not even trying to be funny or anything like that. And I was really, really horrible. And I'm not saying what they did to me was good, and I think they still might flag me and do stuff. You know what? If that's what makes them happy at the end of the day, dude, if you are doing that, and I can't say for certain anymore, I'm almost positive it's you. I'm not going to mention who you are. But if that's what you want to do, then do it. It'll sort itself out. I can't worry about it anymore. I just can't do it. I'm fighting with grown men on the fucking internet like an idiot. Like I couldn't. It was so fucking stupid. It was just so stupid. But I want to say that these guys were really stand-up guys, actually. Jase, CP, Channel Dawnstar, Sexy Monkey, of course. I love him. Everybody. Hey, Internet, Eric's here. It was just, we were able to get past it. And it should have never happened in the first place. And everybody's right. And I deleted a bunch of tweets tonight. And I never want to get caught up like that again. But it makes me think, who else is caught up in shit nowadays? You know what I mean? Like, we have to really look at what we're really arguing about. I mean, geez, I could run for president now. Well, that's not saying much anymore. But, yeah, I feel like a fucking moron. I really do. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was sitting there fighting with people most of the night. I mean, I'm glad how it resolved. I'm glad we all got to talk to each other, but you guys know who you are. I hope you're seeing this. Shout yourself out in the comments if you do see it. And I do want to say now, I don't have an issue with culture Trini anymore. I have no issue with, Jase. I have no issue with most anybody else. I have an issue with one person. I don't think I'll ever have a kumbaya moment with that person because I think there's really something wrong, but I'm just going to put it on the back burner anyway and say forget about it. I'm not going to have the conversation with that person. I don't think they're in a state to receive it, if you know what I'm saying. And I mean that I think there's something there. And I don't think it's something you should fuck with. I think it's something, up here. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I hope, and if you do have some kind of disorder, you, the person I'm talking about, and I've said your name before, I'm not going to say it now. If you could let me know that, I might be more familiar with mental illness of loved ones that are people I've known in my life than you might think. I might be a little bit more understanding if I knew just wasn't being a vindictive son of a bitch, I still not going to like it, but at least I can understand it. But whatever. It's now I'm just left here feeling dumb, and I need to start talking about random dumb shit again and people who are acting the ass online where I can prove it. Because I'm so tired right now. I was like a fucking maniac. So I was like, you shut up and you fuck you and my voice is fucking practically gone now. My voice. I was trying to even when I was making peace with him, and then losing my voice. I got a cough because I was yelling. I'm sure my neighbors are loving it fucking earlier. Oh my god, and that stream, you guys will love it. Probably. It is so fucking cringy now. I didn't even rewatch. I can't rewatch it because I probably look like a maniac. It's just all kinds of horrible. But I thought I'd share. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but it was a night.